So Will Henry on New Vocabulary Unlocked, 记得. So this is the character 记得 for to remember something. In this context, the character should be pronounced 的, right? I don't see that mentioned on this page, and I'm afraid some learners may think this word is pronounced 记得. Or am I missing something where it's clarified? Well, first of all, I did clarify this because you're right, Will. I didn't exactly write that in the description. And I think the reason why I missed it was because the pronunciation for the second character when it's by itself as a verb is day. And that means must or have to. And that is the only character of any significance. So there's like one character. There's probably some other ancient characters or like an expression that's very, very strange that uses day. But in Mandarin, this is the only character that is pronounced DEI when it is by itself as a verb. Every other context where it's not a verb, it's pronounced d. Or de, but it's either d or de, but it's never day when it's not a verb. And so, or sorry, I should say when it's not, because when it's de, it can be a verb as well. But it's when it's in the context that you can understand that the person is clearly saying, you have to do this, then that's when it is pronounced day. And those types of things, by the way, regarding pronunciation and regarding the different types of when do I know it's this pronunciation or it's that pronunciation. And this is one of those things where I totally get why people want to ask this question. I'm like, yeah, of course, it seems weird, how could you possibly know? But the answer is just, you'll know after you get enough input, because once you get enough input, you will just have seen it in the context where it's pronounced day and get it very clearly, because you get to understand where verbs are, you understand where the various times where it's clearly not a verb, and so you'll just know. And even cooler is you'll have situations where, like, here's an example. So there's a character that is normally pronounced sheng, and it means like a province, in China or maybe in Canada or something, sheng. And sometimes, though, it is pronounced xing. And the first time I ever saw it pronounced xing was when I saw it in the word fanxing. And you'd use that to say fanxing 自己, which means like to reflect upon yourself, kind of like think about your life and reflect on your actions, shall we say.